Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is SubZeroExtabyte, and sadly I have to inform you all that Christmas is officially over and there will be no more Christmas cheers. I know that you might be sad because of this, but so am I. So together we can all soothe each other's wounds by getting through this new thing that I'm trying out, and that thing is Minecraft. Yes, as you all might know, I usually only go into Minecraft whenever I need to find some peace or solace, and today I am basically doing the same thing. I mean, Christmas is my everything, so I am pretty upset that it is already over. But now that we are here, we will just do some chilling around in Minecraft, and we will make it some kind of a Let's Play Minecraft video. So yeah, a lot of exciting things right now as we move on to this Minecraft world. But with that said, we will just start our exploration a little bit. So this ravine looks pretty promising, right? I mean, the water looks pretty screwed up, but we will just work around that for a second. Or we will just take a swim. How about that? Oh wait, please, no, I am falling. Oh my god, that did not work as planned. I can honestly say that this was not how I planned that out. But that does not matter, since we will just respawn and we can go on with whatever we were doing. So it looks like we have a decent amount of sheep right here. Maybe I could become a sheep herder and roam around this empty Minecraft world with my sheep. I mean, this could be a pretty decent spot to actually start setting up camp, since we can gather a lot of wool and meat from these sheep, so we can make ourselves some beds, and we can take enough meat with us to last us at least another day or two, or maybe 3. It depends on how much I'm going to eat throughout the day. But since we just had Christmas, I probably will not be eating that much, because I ate so much over this Christmas weekend that it is actually pretty insane. I should be good for another week or something when it comes to food. But let's just move on so that we can actually start building some kind of shelter somewhere. I mean, we will first have to find some kind of open spot in the wilderness right here where we can actually make a decent fort. Or I mean, any kind of shelter basically. I think that I will just start with a wooden shed-like type deal, so that we can expand from there if we were able to grow a lot in the next 15 minutes. But who knows, right? Maybe I will run into some stranger who needs some help, and I can just take them in overnight. You know, still trying to share that Christmas spirit a little bit by helping others out in the times of need in these dire dark days. By the way, the next upcoming thing that I am pretty excited about is New Year's Eve, because I still do not really have any plans for New Year's Eve, so I would have to see what that will bring me. So I am actually pretty excited. I know that this might sound really weird, but I kind of appreciate the unknown things in my life. That way every day will be different and will have some level of excitement to it, because I have no idea what I am going to do. So alright, I think that this might be the perfect spot to start setting up camp. Alright, maybe it is not the perfect spot, but at least it will do for me right now. I am not really someone who is really needy, so I will have to make do with what I get, and I am sure that I'm able to make do with everything that I can build right now. I am very excited for all of this, because I have not been able to enjoy Minecraft as much as I would have wanted the past week because of the Christmas holidays. Of course, I really had to balance a lot of stuff when it comes to, of course, playing video games, helping out family with Christmas things, and of course helping out my other family, also known as you guys, with making videos, or by making videos. Let's just say that I have had a pretty busy weekend, and I am still kind of like trying to balance everything to make sure that I'm going on the right track, even with all of the holidays being done so far. But of course we also still have the New Year coming up, so that will be a lot of work to check if I want to change anything to the channel. Alright people, so as I start building this house, I want to share something with you all. As I might have once told, I actually was in the Air Force before I became so heavily invested into Roblox. So let me tell you a story about my time in the Air Force while I make sure that this house gets a decent foundation. You might know that I am pretty clumsy and that I'm not that well trained. I mean, you have all seen me run for like 10 minutes and I am pretty much in a dying state afterwards. So that is nothing to be really proud about. But something that I actually am pretty proud about is that I served with the Special Forces. Yes, that is not a joke of any kind. I have actually served with the Special Forces. I am not saying that I was the best out of the bunch, but I was not that bad. After all, with the Special Forces it is all about teamwork, so everyone is helping each other to make it all work out. So this one time that we got sent out, and that was in Iraq actually, and we were in this chopper, and we were flying over Erbil, and Erbil is a province in northeastern Iraq. So we were in that chopper and the whole trip was going fine. We were just getting transferred from one camp to the other. And all of a sudden the gas masks in the chopper dropped. So we all had to put on the gas masks. And we were really panicking at that point because this meant that somehow there was some gas leak inside of the chopper. Or the enemy had actually used some kind of gas bomb that we did not expect. So of course everyone was freaking out. The pilots were about ready to make an emergency landing and they were requesting backup, when all of a sudden, out of the far left corner of the chopper there was a loud crackle of laughing. I mean, that guy was literally laughing his butt off. So what happened? He just dropped the most massive fart, and it was so bad that the chopper actually automatically dropped its gas masks because it detected so much gas inside of the chopper. I mean, the commanders were pretty furious. But afterwards, man, we all laughed it off when we got to the other base safe and sound without a scratch. So yeah, that story was something else now, was it? I know that was pretty much all over the place, but I thought that it was a pretty funny story and that it was worth sharing with you all. I mean, it was a pretty funny story, right? We all laughed about it after the fact. But while we were there in the chopper, well, that was probably one of the scariest things that I have ever witnessed when it comes to being in the Air Force. But yeah, I think that is just enough about me and my war stories that I promise that are very real. I would never try and kid you guys. I am way too good to do all of that to you. So let's see, we still have to finish the foundations of the house. So we have to get the walls up and running, and then I will need to make sure that I can make some sort of a roof on top of that. And I really do not just want to make some 6-foot high ceiling, but I am not sure if I even have enough wood to finish a pretty decent roof. I mean, I could always go ahead and cut some more, but you know, there are a lot of things that could go wrong when building something like this. I mean, I could just fall down and break my neck, or the roof could collapse on me in my sleep. Alright, so another story time. I know that this is already my second story thus far, but I do not want to bore you guys with small talk while I am making myself a home to live in for today. So this is a quick story about me when I first started getting into murder mystery. And this is actually pretty important because I have not been playing murder mystery in quite some time. And I am not sure if I have already told this story once, but here it goes. The thing about murder mystery is that I had quite the accident in this game mode once. Let me just put it out there real quick. I used to play around in murder mystery and I was getting really hooked on the game mode, you know, and that was right after I stopped hating the game mode and I actually started to get really into it because I saw all these other people play it on YouTube and stuff, and I thought, like, you know, I also want to get really good at this. So what do you have to do to become good at something? You have to play it a lot, or you just have to do that thing a lot. And I believe that they say something like, when you have spent 10,000 hours doing something, so if you have spent 10,000 hours playing football, or playing tennis, maybe even writing a book or something, that when you reach those 10,000 hours of experience, that you are a professional. So that is what I did. I was not really aiming for those 10,000 hours, but I was trying to get really good in a short amount of time. So one day I was going really hard. I was on a big winning streak of like 16 wins as the killer in a row when I really had to pee. And I was just going hard, you know, and that was not going to stop me. Not no. So guess what I did? I did not go to the bathroom, and while I was winning that game, it got so intense because I almost lost that I ended up peeing myself. It was bad. I mean, who pees himself while playing a video game? That is just weird, right? But you know, I am all about transparency, as you might know, so I decided to share this with you. So please do not make fun of me in the comments because it is pretty embarrassing. So now we shall just start to make some of the essentials that come to living in Minecraft. And that is that you can never have enough crafting tables. I know that it sounds weird, but you can always use a crafting table. So making multiple crafting tables is not that stupid at all. I mean, have you never had some point in your life where you were just playing around in Minecraft and you actually ended up getting stuck somewhere without any wood? And the only way that you could get out of that place is by crafting some tools. And then bam, you realize that you do not actually have a crafting table nor any wood at hand. But let me just put this other crafting table down, and voila, we are done. Wait, what? This is not the way that this is supposed to go with a crafting table. Why has it just been morphed into one big crafting table? What kind of sorcery is this? You cannot tell me that this thing will actually work, right? That cannot be possible. I just do not believe that. I will refuse to ever believe that this will even work at all. So what can we actually do with this thing? I bet that it is just some kind of glitch and that you cannot even use this thing. Oh my god, you can actually use this thing. Wow, that is amazing and kind of scary at the same time. I have no idea what to feel right now. I guess that it is kind of nice to have, but man, this is actually really freaking weird to have this. So like, what would happen if I just destroy it and place it again? Maybe it actually was some kind of glitch, but who knows, man. Okay, alright, so it was definitely not a glitch, and I'm not going crazy, right? I mean, you guys are able to see this as well. At least I hope that you do, otherwise I am the weirdo right here, and I cannot be the weirdo. I mean, there are a lot of weirdos on this planet, but I am sure that I'm not one of them. Wow, alright, this is making my head spin and it is going at 1,000 miles an hour. I really cannot comprehend whatever I feel right now. It is such a weird thing to happen to me. It is actually amazing but weird. So like, can I actually make other things now with this huge crafting table? It looks like it actually has a lot more slots, but I am not sure if they will all work right now. I mean, they should not work right. Oh my god. Is this a crown? Did I actually just make a freaking crown? That is amazing. So what more can I make with all of this? I mean, I have enough resources to start testing all of this. I wonder if I can actually make some really awesome things, like some kind of amazing battle axe. That would just be really dope if you ask me. So right now it looks like we can make all sorts of new armor with this. How amazing is this? This is the most dope thing that I have ever seen. I am going to be shining in this new extended version of my golden armor. This actually is really amazing. I wonder what I can create with this. Maybe I can sell all of these weapons to the villagers and see if I can like get some mad amount or emerald in return. That would be awesome, right? But of course, something that would be awesome as well is to rule over this entire Minecraft world with some really awesome armor and some cool weaponry. So let's see what kind of cool things we can make with this right now. So this extended battle axe actually worked, so that is nice. But what more can we make of this? So let's see if we can kind of use the same technique to make some kind of extended pickaxe or something. I literally have no idea what I am doing right now, but I am just going to do something with this to see if it works. I mean, that counts, right? I mean, that kind of counts, right? But we did it. So now that we have our battle axe or extended axe and this pretty huge freaking pickaxe, aka the extended pickaxe, and we have the extended sword, so I think that no one can touch us now. I mean, all of the creepers that were coming at me last week are probably hidden away safely in their holes waiting until I leave for Roblox again. But I will let them wither in fear for now, just so that they can feel what it is like to be on the other end of the barrel for a second. I mean, they really need to learn what it is like to actually be hunted by so many. But now I am here as some kind of vigilante. I mean, I would gladly take that role as the ring bearer and some kind of protector of the people. And yes, I said ring bearer because these tools and this weaponry makes me feel like I am inside the Lord of the Rings, and that actually makes me really excited right now. I mean, I cannot be the only one who has this, right? Come on, I am basically wielding Gimli his battle axe, and I basically have the height of a dwarf, so I think that I could go for one right now. So what can we do except for getting out of this foul weather, because I am sure that gold cannot rust. So I am not worried about that. But the rain might not be able to let me drown, but it is able to make my feet wet, and I hate it when I have wet feet. I mean, I just hate it. But I will turn my anger into rage, and I will make sure that all of these foul creatures will pay for all of the things that they have done while I was not here. The poor survivors that they have killed during their lives. They will bow beneath my feet and they will plead for forgiveness, but they will not get any because I will just slay them all. I know that usually only the Sith deal in absolutes, but this time I feel that it is just my common right to slay all of these filthy creatures. I mean, they are not here to help in any way, they have just been brought into this world to bring despair up on the surviving human beings that are brought into this cold world that is just filled with these horrible creatures. But that aside, I mean, this sword is really doing its job. I mean, it is a pretty darn good sword to be wielding. I hope that this is not just some kind of dream, because if I wake up and I do not actually have this sword, well, that is the time for me to actually start getting enraged, because I really want to be able to keep using this sword for the entirety of my Minecraft life, which I hope will be long, and I hope that I will prosper. I mean, live long and prosper. Shout out to my main man. the Vulcan hero called Spock. He will always be honored by me. I mean, we have almost slain all the creatures that have spawned here, and I know that Spock is not about that killing life. I know that he always wants the safe and harmless route, but I just could not grant that wish right now. I wish I would be able to, but I will need to make sure that I am safe here in this Minecraft world. The last time that I was here I got ambushed by some freaking creepers, and now I will slay every single one of them to make sure that this will never happen again. But on that note, I will wish you all a nice day, and I hope to see you tomorrow.